G'day from my study, my office in Sydney. I'm wondering if I could take a few minutes and share my story with you of how I was far from God and came near to God. Well, when God created us, He created us to have relationship with Him. But when sin came into the world, it spoiled that relationship and created separation. Now, for me growing up, I knew a bit about God. I would say I even believed in God, but I wouldn't say I was near to God or that I knew God personally. In fact, as a young guy, I was drinking, drugging, chasing girls, wrecking cars, and no matter how hard I tried to find my way out of trouble, I just couldn't. I was lost. I was always in trouble. And when I was 20 years old, I knew I needed a change. And so I joined the United States Army. Now everything changed on the outside. My hair got cut off, my clothes changed, my food, my routine, my friends, where I lived, but nothing changed on the inside. So I got in trouble in the U.S. Army. They sent me to the intensive training unit for 30 days. It was horrible and humiliating. And when I got out of there, I met a young girl who was following Jesus. And she helped me go from far to near to God. She helped me just not know about God, but to know God personally. And I made a decision at that time to stop going my own way and begin following Jesus, to really put my faith and trust in Jesus. And when I did that, I discovered the freedom of God's forgiveness. It was deep and significant for me. In fact, life transforming. And what she helped me understand was this, that although I was far from God, that God never stopped loving me. And that He proved His love for me when He sent Jesus, who never sinned, to take my sin upon Himself. He didn't need to die, but He died in my place so that by believing in Him and turning from my way and beginning to follow Jesus, I could go from being far from God to near through His death and resurrection. In fact, that's how anybody who's far can become near to God. And when I did that, I discovered for the first time in my life that my life actually had a purpose. And that purpose is first and foremost to be back in relationship with God, to follow Jesus, to obey His commands, including the command to share this good news with others. Now I'm wondering, do you have a story anything like that? And if not, would you like to come near to God through Jesus? I hope the answer to that question is yes.